This is our opening bracket of the month, not just in terms of placement, because it's right at the top. It's also the first one played, featuring the number 1 seed of this month with a 1.7 qual average. Yes, those are real scores. Still pretty wild to just look at. Eric ICX, our number 1 seed, taking on the 16 seed last month's Challengers winner, Xenophilius. June 2022 Masters event kicking off between Eric ICX and Xenophilius in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. See, it's always weird when you count down and then, because you're playing an online match, there's always stream delay, and then, so you're actually waiting for about, like, 5 seconds until they actually start after you say Tetris. But yes, this is a same piece sets match. The 2 players have agreed. It is same piece sets will be played if both players agree, not just if they are capable, as you might know. And so far in this game, Eric ICX, the Tetris ahead, currently at 91,000, Xeno at 71,000. And Xeno's got a bit of a spire going on here in the middle. A J-piece would be perfect. A Lombard works as well to clear that line, get the well reopened. Covers it up once again, but uncovers it as the Lombard comes for a Tetris. 98,000 for Xeno, 159 for Eric. Eric, I believe that was a miss T to the left side. Created a Lombard dependency and not getting any pieces to burn towards the left side. So it's gotten a little bit awkward now for Eric. Doesn't get the L piece over. Eric is done at 160. So Xeno just needs to get to 161 and we'll be taking game 1. A shocking game 1 top out at 160,000 points for Eric ICX. So 161 score for Xeno. We'll probably get it as these lines burn. And there it is. Gets a Tetris for good measure. Xeno at 183 will be taking heart number 1 of our June 2022's opening match in the Masters event. Alright, we've got 2 ready players here for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Now, a shocking game 1 early top out there from Eric on the early stages of level 18. Do some missed rolls over to the right side. But of course, Eric, one of the scariest players to go up against in all of Classic Tetris, really. So nothing's decided just yet, although Eric going for some unorthodox burn setups. Might actually be an orthodox setup well. Alright, hello. Uh, slight issues there on my end. Apologize for that. 56,000 for Xeno, 134 for Eric. Alright, currently 134,000 for Eric. 135,000 for Xeno, sorry. 186 for Eric. Eric burning down a line. Nice adjustment there for the Z piece. 193 here for Eric. Gets a touch, goes up to 216. 181 for Xeno. Similar line count right here. Xeno now hoping for a J piece, or potentially a line spin, but it's just going to tuck the J here over to the right side. Left side would like some work, but it's going to get the Tetris right there. 226 for Xeno, 240 for Eric, and Eric really in need of some long bars here. Now a J piece would be helpful. Not even set up for the dirty Tetris, so we'll just have to take this long bar to score a double. 252 for Eric, but is going to get dirty Tetris there on column 4. Tetris for Xeno, though. We are neck and neck now after 88 lines played. 296 for Xeno, 299 for Eric. Both players scoring Tetrises. Eric now hoping for an L or J to resolve the left side. He's going to do exactly that. Xeno, though, has taken about half a Tetris lead. We'll get another Tetris right there. Both players with clean boards at the moment. Looking good to finish out 18 on a strong note. We're not looking at crazy paces here, at least in terms of level 18, but with two excellent rollers here playing against each other, you'd think that wouldn't really matter that much. But we shall see. Xeno set up for the line spin, is going to nail the line spin right there. Tetris ready now. 416 for Xeno, 401 for Eric. Again, about a half a Tetris lead here for Xeno, as we are fast approaching level 19. Tetris for Eric, and a Tetris for Xeno. Might Trey Houghton. Sorry if I butchered your name. Thank you so much for the subscription. Xeno has now transitioned to level 19. Left side. In fact, the entire board looking quite problematic. Is going to need some work here. Can definitely burn this down. Meanwhile, Eric with a clean board here now on 19. 490 for Xeno, 472 for Eric. Eric doing some excellent burns to keep the well open. Tetris for Eric. Xeno now on level 20, still in the Stig. Really not looking in any danger of topping out. But it's going to be extra lines burnt here for Xeno that could have been used for scoring Tetrises. And that's exactly what Eric is doing. Xeno, with a misdrop of the Z piece, is going to get the I tuck in. Now another I piece would be an extremely dirty Tetris, but now needs to get something over to the left side. Lombar is going to work. Needs a 2 bottom. Uncovers that J dependency. Now an L dependency. Now a Lombar dependency. Slowly but surely, Xeno reopening that extremely dirty Tetris well, and is going to get the dirty Tetris on column 2 and almost back to a row 0 right well. All this time that Xeno has spent burning, Eric has been scoring Tetrises. Eric now with a commanding lead here at 690, Xeno at 548, and just as they were getting out of danger, now in even more danger. Still looking good to survive this. It's going to be even more time spent burning as Eric just keeps scoring Tetrises. Eric now set up for a row 2 Tetris, is going to get it right there. And burnt it back down to a row 0 setup. Eric with a misdrop of the T-piece. Shouldn't cause too many issues here. Xeno, though, meanwhile, still in the stake. 568 for Xeno, 739 for Eric. Xeno is actually completely clean now, and it's Eric who's in quite a bit of danger. Although Eric would need to top out right around yesterday if Xeno wanted to have any chance of catching up before level 29. Although Xeno's giving it a pretty good try. Set up extremely high for this Tetris. Now needs to reopen the well, creating some holes in the process. But the Lombard's not coming. And Xeno at 617 is going to be done. So Eric, who looks to have been surviving his own situation, 777. Eric leveling up the set at 1-1. As I was filling in some things, I just see that Eric is still going and has gotten the max out on level 31, as you do. Both ready. Game number 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Now, I know this is a master stream, but I do just want to give a shout out to Xeno for their wonderful OBS layout. If you're wondering why the borders on Xeno's playfield are nice and colorful, it's because they took the extra time to make even their stencil ready scene look pretty. So, as someone who spends way too much time creating OBS scenes, I can appreciate that. Anyways, so far, flawless games here for both players. Both with 3 Tetrises without any burns. Eric gonna take the first single, but gets a Tetris. And both players now with 1 single burn and 4 Tetrises. Xeno getting the Tetris right there. 137 for Xeno, 138. Exact same scores, in fact, here for both players. But Xeno getting a Tetris there. But Eric gets a Tetris, so back at same exact scores once again. So 206 here for Eric, 184 for Xeno. So 253 for Eric. 253, exact same scores. Why am I even reading them out individually, as if they'd be different? Xeno is actually ahead by 1 single at this point. But Eric gonna close down the gap with that single into a Tetris. 300,000 points and 200 here for both players. So Tetris for Eric, 324 for Eric, 325 for Xeno. Something that you can definitely observe from time to time, especially with same piece sets. When two players are both playing very solidly in terms of stacking theory, you tend to get into these situations where both players just have the exact same score for parts of the game. Xeno getting a Tetris, but Eric getting a Tetris there once again. Now 420,000 points for Xeno and 418,000 for Eric. So essentially same scores once again, and we are well on our way to the level 19 transition. Xeno now in a slight bit of danger. An L piece would be very helpful. Now a Lombard dependency has now created some holes there on their board. Oh, gets a Lombard all the way over, which is going to be massively helpful here as they're trying to burn through this. A couple of helpful pieces at the right time could be the difference, but misdrops the square piece. And Xeno is going to be done at 430,000. So Eric at 514 is going to be taking game number 3 and the 2-1 advantage. Xeno saying in chat that they thought that it would burn, which is something that has definitely happened to many players. Many different times. Game number 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Eric now playing the first of his 2 match points here in the first round against Xeno. Xeno needing 2 games in a row if they want to stay alive in the tournament. So 46,000 here for Eric. Eric with a hole on his board. Still Tetris ready. Xeno currently at 69,000, also creating a hole on their board. Didn't get a J piece in time for the left side, so was forced to create that hole to keep the well open. And he's gonna get that Tetris right there. Eric now set up for a row 2 Tetris. Got the triple, 81,000 here for Eric. 102 for Xeno, both players playing on row 2 at the moment. Eric with a Tetris, Xeno set up, and is going to get the Tetris right there. So 149 for Xeno, 151 for Eric. Checkered Goat, thank you so much for the subscription. Rooting on Xeno in the chat. Xeno, though, currently in some trouble. O piece is going to be immensely helpful right into the J piece. 155 for Xeno as they get a Tetris. 178 for Xeno. 204 for Eric. Both players still playing on row 2. Eric currently at 292, Xeno at 258. Peyton on Tetris, by the way, thank you so much for the 5 subscriptions. Both players still playing on row 2 here. Valerie with the bits, thank you so much. 200 of them, in fact. So 263, 365, in fact, for Eric. 316 for Xeno. So Eric with about a 2 Tetris lead at the moment. It's going to stay that way as both players slammed on Tetrises right there. And exchanging Tetrises at the moment. Seems they're still in a pretty similar part of the seat at the moment. And both players keeping their boards clean. We are looking at some solid 500k transitions here for both players. Eric, though, in the lead by a Tetris. 462 for Eric, 437 for Xeno. So 485 for Xeno. 1 Tetris away from transitioning to level 19. At 510,000. Eric, meanwhile, going to transition with that single at 531,000. So only a Tetris separating the 2 players here as we enter level 19 speeds. Eric got an immediate Tetris. Xeno had to spend a tiny bit of time burning. There's a Tetris for Xeno to go into level 20 at 540,000. 580,000. Now 606 here for Eric. Both players on level 20. Currently just exchanging Tetrises. 566 here for Xeno. Gonna get that Tetris. Go up to 593. Eric at 657. Tetris for Eric goes up to 693. Xeno at 648. So 768 here for Xeno, 787 for Eric. Both players on level 24 and less than a Tetris separating the 2 players. Both players are clean and Tetris ready. Tetris for Xeno. Eric with a Tetris as well. We are neck. 827 here for Eric, 829 for Xeno. Only one line separating the two players. Eric with a misdrop of the T-piece is going to unintentionally create that Lombard dependency, but it's going to be filled in almost immediately. Peyton on Tetris, thank you so much for another subscription. Xeno now with some troubles on their board while Eric is completely clean, but Eric is Tetris ready, but can't score any Tetrises without Lombards coming in. One shows up just as he covers up the well. 899 here for Eric as he got a Tetris. 899 for Xeno. And only one line separating the two players, and now it's Eric getting into some trouble as Xeno has burnt down to the bottom. 932 here for Xeno. 907 here for Eric. Eric filling in the Lombard dependency over to the left side. Tetris for Eric to go up to 948 into level 28. Xeno at 966. Now 969. Xeno looking good to get the lead into level 29. 812 here for Xeno. 986 here for Eric. And both players now looking at their final Tetrises. Xeno with a 60,000 point lead here. And Xeno gonna enter level 29 at A52, but holding out for this Tetris. Both players getting simul Tetrises there on level 29, but Xeno's board in disarray is gonna be done at A90, and Eric is still going. Needs to get to A91. So 50,000 points here. In fact, less than that. A Tetris right there. And just one more line will do it. Eric ICX moving on to the second round of this month's Masters. That is the end of the road here for Xeno. Got to this tournament by winning last month's Challengers event. And definitely made a very good account of themselves here in Masters. Eric is going to be done on level 32 at B76. So in the end, Eric's ability here on level 29, the difference in game number 4. And Eric now into the second round, awaiting the winner of Tristop versus Gerald Freeman.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.